Hello guys, and welcome back to a new episode. So it's been a minute since I did a Q&A video. Things have changed, so maybe probably you have other questions that you will have to ask me. And the questions that most of you sent were like, it was a lot. It was a lot. Sorry, this time around, I used a different platform to ask people around me, my community, what questions they would like to ask because I wanted it to be more relatable to people in Ghana. Sorry for being biased, but I wanted it to be more relatable with people in Ghana in particular. So the questions are a lot, and due to that, I don't want this video to be a very long video. So I'm going to divide them into two. Answer the first part now, and later on, when I have the time, I'll do the second one. So without wasting much time, let's get into today's video. So first question, how did you get into filmmaking? I think I've said this before. I think filmmaking found me and I found it back. So I literally don't know. I literally don't know. But I never imagined myself to be a filmmaker. Like, it wasn't part of my plans when I was young. But I just began to have the interest for filmmaking, and I just took it upon and wondered where it would take me to, and I am here today. So I'm just glad I made a good call. Yeah. So the next question is, what was your very first camera? My very first camera. Wait, let me show you. So this was my very first camera. This is the Canon Rebel T6i. I love this camera so much. It has been through a lot. It has shot so many stuff, so many people, so many prominent people as well. It has done its bit, you know. It has done its bit, and right now, it's in a very, very good place in my heart. As Canon Rebel T6i, love it. All right, so the next question is, what's the biggest challenge of being a filmmaker in Ghana? I think one of the biggest challenge of being a filmmaker in Ghana is finding like-minded people to work with. So sometimes you have to kind of be like a 1,000 kind of guy, you know, doubling in every aspect, you know, to be able to produce something good. So that is one thing I think is a big problem. And the other thing is also finding manufacturers having dealership shops in Ghana or in Africa. You know, let's take for instance, maybe I crashed my drone and I want to send it into DJI to get it repaired. I need to send it out of the country and get it repaired, and it's being shipped back to me. So that would be another thing, you know. And finding good equipment actually to actually work with in Ghana is quite a struggle. You know, finding good equipment. Right now, that problem is changing a little bit because most of the rental companies here are bringing in most of the good stuff, but it's still limited. That is a big struggle. The next question is, do you prefer directing, shooting, or editing? So honestly, directing, shooting, I'm good with the two. I don't like editing. Honestly, I can edit, but if I'm to pick directing and shooting, the two actually. If you had a big budget, what kind of film would you make? If I had a big budget, what kind of film would I make? Well, I'll make a film that when you see it, you know, this film was made on a big budget. You understand? I'm going to make good use of the money. Let me not give you, what do you call it? Give you examples so that you kind of see where my head is. But give me the budget. Just give me a very good budget and you see a very good movie. Yeah. Which filmmaker or director inspires you the most? Well, I'll say Steven Spielberg. You know, I love that guy so much. He has movies and his approach to filmmaking, I love it so much. Even though now, because we are in the modern day, I tend to love other filmmakers like Christopher Nolan and what Ryan Coogler is also doing good stuff, you know. But my all-time favorite, Steven Spielberg. The next question is, how do you deal with clients who want Hollywood quality on a small budget? How do I deal with clients who want Hollywood quality on a small budget? I just tell you, Charlie, get away from my site. Oh no, but It depends on the script. If you want Hollywood kind of quality and your script is demanding, you know, your script is, let's say for instance, has so many locations, you know, that we have to travel around and we need to shoot in so many days, you know, it's literally going to be quite expensive. But if, let's say for instance, you write a very good script that we can use some few days to shoot and everything is happening within the same environment, you know, like a movie like Standoff, which I love so much, was shot in one particular area, you know, something like Get Out, you know, which didn't have so many locations, you know. Stuff like that is easier to cut down costs. If not, and you want to see the Hollywood level kind of, you know, film, you know, you want multiple locations, VFX and all those things, please, I'll just tell you, So the next question is, what's the best and worst thing about living in Ghana as a filmmaker? The worst and best, I think the best thing, let me start with the best, you know. I think the best thing is that Ghana is more like a virgin land. You know, it's easy to break through in Ghana because there are not so many people doing filmmaking in Ghana. So that's one nice thing. And it happens to cut across, you know, all other areas, you know, there are not so many people doing stuff in Ghana, you know, and it's easy for you to break through in Ghana. So Ghana is more like a virgin land that you can really make something out of nothing, if I should put it that way. And the worst thing would be probably, as I said earlier on, it would be equipment, literally. It's very, very hard to get your hands on quality equipment here in Ghana, you know, to make good films. So that would be one of the problems we face in Ghana, is having equipment. Now, how do you balance filmmaking with daily life in Ghana? Doing filmmaking in Ghana or being a filmmaker in Ghana is quite different from being a filmmaker elsewhere. In other places, you can be just a filmmaker and you're good, but in Ghana, you need to balance it with other stuff. So since you're not going to make movies every day, you know, you need to have something that you are doing on the side and doing film too on the side, because you can't just do film, you know, you can't just do film in Ghana. You need to balance it with something. So the next question is, what Ghanaian food keeps you going on set? Well, you know, I'm not really a food person. I'm not really a food person. I'm not saying I don't eat food, I do eat. But I think when I get some good beans, you know, gobe, I get some good gobe, yeah, Charlie, it can keep me going. I think that would be one of the good foods to get on set, you know. The next question is, if you weren't a filmmaker, what will you be doing in Ghana? So one thing most people don't know is I study engineering back in university. So probably I'll just go back to doing my engineering stuff, because that's also something I'm passionate about. But I love making films more than engineering. So probably go back practicing. So this will be my last question. As I said, I don't want this video to be long, so I've broken down the questions into two. Do the next one in the next video and upload that one later. So the next question is, what's one Ghanaian location you would love to shoot a film at? Oh, very difficult to answer this question because personally I've been to so many places in Ghana, which I'm planning and wishing that I can have the opportunity to visit more places in Ghana. So if I give an answer right now, I might be biased, you know, because I haven't been to so many places. But I think one of the places that I want to go and shoot in, or I think it would be nice to shoot in, will be in the north. But I haven't been there before, so I don't know how the terrain over there is. So I can't really say the north, but I think it will be a nice place to shoot in, like per what I envision right now. But I think the north could be a very nice place to shoot in. So let's see. So guys, that is all. Thank you for your questions. They are lovely questions, and I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. And I hope you've learned one or two. So guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. We are building this channel gradually, and If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Let's build this community together and let's see what happens in the future. So guys, that will be all. Let's go.